What's up, YouTube? Team Brick here again. We got our good friend Kyle's top 8 deck Monarch from the Illinois Regionals this past weekend.
Yeah,
let's
swag.
go.
So what do you got, Kyle?
Okay, 3 Ether and 3 Erebus, obviously. I drew into these more than I should have.
Now, hold on. I've seen people ran 2 of these. Why you run 3?
Yeah, I personally
That's so
ran 2
stupid.
myself.
You want to run 3 of this card always because it's the best card, and you want to run 3 and then run upstarts too, so you can get to these guys quicker. Because these are better than any other Monarch, so you want to draw into them as much as humanly possible.
Okay.
Except Majesty's Fiend.
that.
Majesty's Fiend's pretty good too.
Majesty's Fiend is the best Monarch.
So then I played 2 Thestalos. I played 2 Thestalos because I play Mithras as well, and you could rip 2 cards out of your opponent's hand turn 1, and a lot of people do that now, so I guess it's standard.
It's pretty good.
2 Kuraz, 3's too many. People play 3 return and him, but I think that's kind of bad.
Any reason with the Karaz you opted to go with 2 instead of 1?
I played 2 instead of 1 because I was scared of the mirror, because that's the only thing I'll ever lose to. And then I was playing 3 Thestalos just so I could draw into him as much as possible turn 1, because I always wanted to punish my opponent for making me go first, so they wouldn't make me go first again. Because if you rip 2 cards out of their hand, then they're not gonna make you go first, and I always pick second, because going second is I feel like going second is a lot better with this deck, because you get brick hands, so drawing into the extra card's so good, and the only deck that could really make a big board against you is Pepe, and that's only if they open the nuts. If you just open Twin Twister, you allow everything. So 2 Idea.
Why not 3?
Because I didn't want to ever normal summon it. I only wanted to special summon it off of 1-for-1, or discarding it off a Twin Twister and foolishing the other one or something like that.
Also, later in the game, if you draw into Idea as opposed to a big Monarch, it's not good, but you can recycle or engrave with Eidos.
Exactly. So yeah. Then I played 2 Eidos and then 2 Mithra.
Why did you choose Mithra?
A lot of people are starting to play Mithra now, some of the random pure builds, but I just think Mithra's the best card, because I think 1-for-1 is literally the best card. Even though a lot of people cut it, it's clearly the best card turn 1, or any turn, because it just gets you started without your normal summon.
Any reason on the Eidos you opted to not use 3 of them?
Just because I didn't want too many Squires, because I'm also running 1-for-1 and Reinforced Truth, so I don't want to be running more than 8 of these. Because these are kind of in Ritual Beasts, the Tamers, and you never want to play more than 8 Tamers. It's the same thing, essentially. So that's all the monsters. Mithra was definitely the best monster, hands down, because you turn 1, or any turn, she's just so good. The token is literally so irrelevant.
Good against BA too.
Yeah, it's really good. I sided the 3rd one for BA, and then another reason. So then I played 3 upstarts. These 12 are what you always want to play if you're playing Monarchs.
With the domain, a lot of people opt to run 2 of that. Why did you choose to opt 3?
I ran 3 just because with Mithra you need another piece to open. So I wanted to always open her domain and 2 Monarchs, or a way to get to Prime or something. And since I was going second, I would usually draw into that if I had Mithra. And if I went first and I had it, then I would be able to rip 2 cards from hand by summoning Erebus and then Thestalos. So yeah, these 12 are standard, and then I play 16 Monarch spells and traps in general. Nobody really talks about the number that they play, but I feel it's important to play 15 or 16. And yeah. So then 2 Twin Twister. This is the only non-Monarch accelerant card I played, because it's absolutely fucking insane. And all the best decks right now are playing trap cards, so you just don't want to lose to that. So I always pick second, and then just hopefully Twin Twister if they said anything. And then 3 1-up spells, 1 Foolish. Some people don't play this, but it gets you to Erebus faster. And even though you're gonna take a neg 1, let's say you don't open a Monarch, you're gonna open into at least 1 spell. So then you just Foolish, Erebus, discard the spell, and then you have Erebus, and you could just play another Monarch instead of this, but I feel Erebus will pay for himself even though you're taking the neg 1 on this. Return, this card's busted.
Why not 2?
because I feel like you should only play 1 or 3 of every monarch spell, because like if you banish prime, you either want to be able to like add it for sure, or just like
Have more than enough copies.
Yeah, exactly. And then like I would have played 2, but I played Escalation as the 16th monarch spell, like just because like I'd rather have another option than a second one of this. So yeah, that was all the.
Now, how good was Escalation?
Escalation?
How good was
I'll just throw it on the chest. 2 prime. I don't like playing 3, and then 1 reinforced truth and 1 escalation. Escalation, I didn't use it throughout the day, but like in testing, like especially since I'm playing Thestalos, there's a lot of times where it comes up where like it's good to summon this. But usually like it's an easy card to board out, and then like it's just like the 16th monarch spell. I'd rather play this than March or a second copy of Return or like 3 copies of this, because it just like, and then like it's weird, sometimes you'll open like both of these and you could do some like really weird stuff with that, which is kind of cool.
So you opted not to run any March in the Monarchs?
No, I didn't run any March.
You didn't figure it was worth it, or too cloggy, it didn't advance your game state at all?
Yeah, I feel like it's just like another target for Twin Twister, because like typically their out to domain is going to be Twin Twister, so I don't want to give them just another free card to Twin Twister. And then Reinforced Truth is weird, nobody plays this card anymore, but I just like never wanted to summon Edea like by normal summoning her. I always wanted it to be a special summon. And like other people play Reasoning, but I would rather just play this, because like let's say I brick and I get this card, at least it's gonna guarantee that I'll most likely live a turn.
Alright, what about the side deck?
So yeah, the side deck, I thought the side deck was really, really good. So this card is the MVP. This is the like main reason I
Now
won
the
every
question
deck.
is, why don't you main any?
I don't main any. I don't main any because
I don't main any either. I can agree with that.
Because it's like really bad in the mirror in some situations. Like it's decent in the mirror going second, because like let's say they set up and they don't have a like way to summon Monarch except for like banishing Edea from the grave. You can just summon this, attack over their monster with Domain, and then like that's good. So I side them in going second against Monarchs, but like going first, I feel like it's just really subpar against Monarchs. So like I would rather have Thestalos, because like I built the main deck for the mirror for the most part. So like I just didn't want to card it, but I sided this in versus every deck that wasn't Monarchs. Every deck that wasn't Monarchs, I sided this card in, and it won me so many games. Like Burning Abyss wasn't even a challenge. Like every deck I was just sacking them with Majesty Speed. And like the mentality I have with like this card, or like Monarchs in general, is like you want to set up the domain lock with like this Monarch or whichever Monarch or whatever, and like they might get over it, but like you just keep building it every turn, so like they're eventually just gonna run out of resources and you'll win. So then on top of that, I played 3 Landro. He's really good because he outs like everything. Like he outs Darklaw, he outs every monster that you would ever want to get rid of, and then he's also tribute fodder. So like if against Pepe, what I do going second is I side out like the Edea and Eidos, because they play so much back row and like they'll probably board in effect veilers and stuff, and I just side in these because these are free special summons.
No, most people don't know, playing against PK Fire, when you actually set a monster, even if it was a set of a BA,
Yeah.
the rest of the BA actually explodes. So
Everybody
was the main goal of that side card?
No, it was just to get over like when Pepe makes, like it's against Pepe mostly, because they're gonna make like they're
Giant Hand,
they're gonna make
Rafflesia.
Giant Hand, Rafflesia, the level 8 Synchro dude, or not Synchro, XYZ dude, and that card's really good against this deck. And then like PK Fire makes Darklaw and stuff, and then you have the added bonus of blowing up all their monsters if you need to. Then after that I played 2 Battle Fader and 2 maxx. These go together because like against Cosmo I would side these in, and like water, I didn't play any water, but I would have sided in against water. And then these like also you could side them in against Pepe when you're going second. So they are really good. I just didn't draw into any all tournament. And Twin Twister, well that's all the monsters. Twin Twister. MST, this is like I never wanted to lose to Massacre or Strict Lock. and like I never did. Every time somebody had it, I just outed it. And then like I played a Pepe player like my 7th match, and I just drew Twin Twister on him like game 1 he savaged me, like set 2 counter traps, made that dude that negates a spell, and then next 2 games I just Twin Twistered, set up Majesty's Fiend, and he couldn't do anything. Wondergeki, this is good against like this. I actually sided this in for the mirror because like let's say they're like winning, this could actually swing the game to your favor, like if they have a bunch of Monarchs on board. And then like also I sided in against Pepe because it outs problematic monsters, and like it outs Fog King and stuff. And yeah, this Landro got over Fog King. Like he just gets over literally everything you want. And nobody plays March anymore because March kind of like isn't that good. But
did you ever consider running Dark Holes if you wanted to add in monster removal?
yeah, I was running 1 Dark Hole and like 1 Regeki instead of Solemn Scolding, because this was my last card. But against Pepe, like the main reason why I wanted to board it in was against Pepe. But against Pepe, I already side in like 13. I side in literally all these cards, and then like I don't know.
Just a little overkill.
Yeah. Well, it's not really overkill because like they're just replacements for other pieces of my deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's how I wanted everything to be, because like yeah, I side 13 cards against Pepe, but I also side like 12 cards against Cosmo, because they're like these are universally good against. Well, this isn't, but like most of these cards are universally good against both those decks. And like with Monarchs, just the side deck in general, like you don't need to. People side like Mystical Wrath Vandals and like cards to stop your opponent, but like I think that's wrong because if your deck's working, then you're winning. So like you just want to side. I don't know. I just side in things that would be answers to something. Like this obviously locks my opponent out, but like for the most part, it's just like answers to problems. And yeah, that's it.
So
What was your
you
What was your record today?
I won X11
today? Got it.
Regional.
a couple days ago. I won X11. My first loss was my first match against Cosmo. I misplayed really bad, and then game 1, and like he won, and then game 2, I swept him, and game 3, I opened into 6 Monarchs, so like there wasn't really anything I could do. But like it's good it went that way because then I ended up going undefeated until the last round. And well, with the last round I played against Monarchs, he was a good player. We just ended up drawing, so like we got top 8, which was kind of cool. And then like throughout the day I dueled 3 Pepe, 1 Cosmo, 2 Monarch. I played a Ghost Trick deck.
Got him.
Got his ass.
How badly did Majesty's Fiend win you that?
I don't even think I sided against him.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even side against him because like we were just having fun. Like he knew he was gonna lose. And then I dueled Despots 2 round 5. And I dueled 1 BA when I first got to top 8, so like my second last match. Most of the matchups though were really easy because like Monarchs, like as long as you're not bricking, you're just gonna win. And like I was like rarely bricking. Like I don't think it's because my build's more consistent or anything. I just kind of got lucky. And like I think Mithra's like really like helped with consistency.
So in your deck, were there any cards that you would say you don't want in anymore after regionals, or were there any cards that you're like, yeah, I wouldn't consider running that after that, or replace it with something else?
I mean, I would maybe switch out Escalation with something different, but like I just like the idea of it. I feel like it like extends your plays, but like I didn't use it, so in theory like I don't really need it. I would probably try to add in a 3rd Twin Twister to the main because like backrow was just like so. It's weird because like